Hello, everyone. This is Rochelle and Dana with Master Cut Gems,
Hey.
the new machine.
Yes.
Um, I opted with a different version than my original. This one was about $1,000 or more or less. But I got to send my mast off and get it recalibrated because, like 8,000 stones, it's just pretty much it needs a tune up. So Rochelle wants to learn how to facet. Um,
I was faceting a little bit prior to 2020.
just touched
Yeah,
on it.
just touched on it. I was cabochon, doing the cabochons,
Cabbing. She was cabbing.
cabbing, and
Not
then
not really faceted.
no, I think
No.
we did one gem back then, and then everything happened and changed, and life got in the way. So we're starting again.
Such is life.
That's right.
So, got a new machine. I did a little test cut yesterday with it, just a recut. Everything works as it should. Um, some of this things about this machine I don't like, opposed to my older machine. But they're little things. It has nothing to do with the actual cutting. It's just the user friendliness of it. Um, Basically, like the drip pan. I love the design, but it needs to be a little bit bigger around because I can't get my big fingers in there to get the lap out as easy with the other one. So I would have opened it up about another inch, which wouldn't have affected anything as far as machine because, some of us guys have got big hands, big fingers and shit. So, excuse my language. But so what we're going to do is that we're just going to take a piece of rough. I do a lot of recuts and I cut a lot of rough as well. So this is a piece of Nigerian green beryl. It's is really pastel mint. Just got it the first of the year. But hey, I was happy to get it because they are good sized pieces, as you can see. So what I'm going to do is show Rochelle, first things first, learn your rough. Um, Orient your rough. Look at it well to see if you see inclusions. This one has a rainbow inclusion in it, which I kind of want to save because it adds another element to the phenomenon of the gem natural material. So what I'm going to do first is orient it as far as my shape, what's my yield, all those things. Then I'm going to determine where I want my table. That's where I'll create my flat. So I'll cut on a machine, probably put a 260. I think I got a 600 steel lap on here now. Get a little water going. Close this drip thing. Um, so it won't make such a mess. And orient it and then create a flat. You just hold it down. You just rub it back and forth. What you're doing is you're creating this flat spot that your dot will go on that will determine your table. Okay, that's good enough. You want your table to be in the center and you want it somewhere about 50% of the diameter of the piece of rough. Okay, once I have established that, of course, wear old shirts when when
You
you're
want to
doing stuff.
show it to the camera? Here, I'll take it. And
Okay.
I'll show it. Let me see this side. Correct.
Yep.
Let's see if I can get it into view there. There, you can see it right there.
And the next thing to do before you dop, find a dop that will be properly shaped for your rougher size. You don't want to put a tiny dop because I use 5-minute epoxy. Been using it for 20 years. I've done the dop wax. I've done the cyanide or the super glues, all that stuff. I always go back to the 5-minute DevCon epoxy. Gives you time to get it situated and oriented. It's pretty hard. It's I cut a lot of sapphire and crystal beryl. You generate a lot of heat, so it can handle it. Sometimes dop wax, I've gotten it hot enough, it shifted bad, especially when you're in polish. Then you'll be cheating the rest of the way through. So what I do is I'll find my dop that will work. This one, this is giving me probably 50% coverage.
Here, I'll show here and here. 50% coverage.
That gives you a good surface area to hold. And it, and plus, if you have to grind a little more than you think you're going to have to grind, which always happens, or most time happens, you won't be running into your dog. So next thing is I'll pull out. I'll just get me cheap notepads, throw away, and I'll put me out 2 little pearls of the glue A and B that will give me enough and a little extra glue. Take my little stick and mix it up well, back and forth, back and forth. You got to make sure you mix it up well, otherwise it may not do what you want it to do. All right, once you do that, I take my dot, make sure it's clean from your previous use, put it all on the flat spot and a little bit down onto the side, probably a couple millimeters.
So you just paint it on there.
Paint it on, and then I will lay it on top, swirl it around, go a little bit over where you want it to go, just to give it a good base, because it's going to run for the first minute. So you want to make sure you got good coverage. Look at where your inclusions are that you want to grind away, and then you'll just set it back up like this. And you'll look at your sides, you'll orient your sides, make sure you're evenly spaced. Make sure everything looks like it's level and where you want it to be. And when it looks good, you'll just take it and set it. I make these little things here, easy to make. Just drill it about 1/16 bigger than the dop that you're using, and that's your dop storage. Plus it holds things vertical and level, because if you move, like when I moved then, oh, I shifted it all out of the way. So here I am having to do it again because I wasn't paying attention to my piece of rope. And this is critical because, once it sets, it's set. The adjustment is over. So what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll set it in here and allow it to sit for a little while, a minute. Then I pull it back off, ease it up, look at it. If it needs shifting anymore, it will move, but it will have some tenacity as far as wanting
the tackiness to it.
Right. So then you just get it right again, then you set it over there. I leave them overnight. 4 hours, you're good if you're in emergency use, but if not, I set it over there, do it the next day. So,
you want to check your stone?
Yeah, it's probably had time to do. It's still where it should be. Everything's good. So this probably, I should have weighed it so y'all would know what it weighed before we started. But, I got to run in my mouth, so, that goes that part of it. But I'm going to say it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 carats, just by this material, knowing it and cutting it for 30 years. So, you're probably looking at a 20 carat piece. If we can get an 8 carat nice, beautiful gem out of it,
well, that'll be exciting to see what we get. So, okay, well, that's about it.
Yeah, so we'll actually do some cutting next go around. We'll establish parameters. We'll cut away all the crapola, and
well, that'll be exciting. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching.
Thank
you.
Stay
tuned. We have a lot more exciting gem lessons.
And thank you for buying from us and everything like that.
Remember, we are your #1 fine colored gemstone source, available online all of the time. And don't forget, like and subscribe to my videos for more. MasterCutGems.com.